Okay guys, back at it. We're going to look now at the item that I have chosen for you next, which is item number 5 on your study guide. I chose item number 5 on your study guide because it will help you with item number 2 on your test. Before we even read the question, I want us to make sure that we are able to read this chart or this table. We need to be able to know which of the items are largest, which of the items are smallest, and so forth. So as we look at this one, this chart is telling us about the cups of flour in certain items. So sugar cookies has 2 and 2 cups of sugar. Chocolate chip cookies have 1 1/2 cup of, flour, not sugar. Peach crumble is going to take 1 cup of flour, and butterscotch bars are going to take 1 1/4 cups of flour. Cobbler will take 2 cups of flour. Before we even look at the problem, I want you to examine the table. Make sure you understand what's happening on the table. It looks like the least amount of flour I would need would be for the peach crumble. I only need 1 cup of flour for that one. It looks like the most or the biggest amount of flour I would need would be for the sugar cookies. I need 2 3/4 cups of flour for the sugar cookies. So always examine your tables before you even read the question. Now, let's get straight to the question. If we look underneath the table, we can see Monica has 4 2/3 cups of flour. Stop, pause, think. What's happening in the story? Monica already has 4 2/3 cups of flour. I picture it sitting there in her bowl. Now let's keep reading. She is making butterscotch bars. She's not making sugar cookies. She's not making cobbler. What is she making, everybody? Yep, you got it, butterscotch bars. So I'm going to go find butterscotch bars right now. I'm going to ignore the rest of the table for now. The question says, how much flour in cups will Monica have left? So again, the most important part we've always said is that how question. How much flour will she have left? So you have to think to yourself, am I adding or subtracting? I'm starting off with more than 4 cups. I'm going to need more than 1 cup to be taken out of that in order to make my butterscotch bars. How much will she have left? Think, do I add or do I subtract? And if you said subtract, you are right. Yay! So I've set this up for you vertically. 4 2/3 cups of flour is what I'm starting with. I'm going to take away 1 1/4 cups of flour to make the butterscotch bars. Again, I notice that these two denominators don't match. I'm going to need them to match. So I'll give myself some 3s. I'll give myself some 4s. We'll see if we can find a match. 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 8, 12. The more we do this, the better we get at it, and we don't have to write a million multiples. So 12 is going to be my common denominator. I'll write it beside my old one. Put a hat on his head. I saved a little space here because I'm going to need to remember to pull this whole number. I'm just moving it. That's really all I'm going to be doing. Not doing a thing in the world except moving it over. What did I do to 3 to turn it into 12? I did times 4. So if I'm 4ing on the bottom, I'm 4ing on the top. 2 times 4 equals 8. 4 2/3 is equivalent to 4 8/12. Let's do the same thing with the bottom number. What did I do to 4 to turn it into 12? I did 3. 4 times 3 is what gave me 12. So if I'm 3ing on the bottom, I'm 3ing on the top. 1 times 3 is 3. So 1 1/4 is equivalent to 1 3/12. I've just taken this 5th grade problem and turned it into a 4th grade problem. So now I can work it. My denominators match, so I'll copy them. I'll deal with my numerators, 8 and 3, and don't forget I'm subtracting. So 8 take away 3 equals 5. Don't stop there. Think about what I forgot to do. Don't forget your whole numbers. On a test, you might see 5/12 as an answer. Remember, that is not the answer. Don't get in a rush. Deal with your whole numbers. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So the question again said, how much flour will she have left? She will have 3 5/12 cups of flour left. Be back in a few.